ठीक है, मैं फोन रख रहा हूँ। uh, let's start. Hello students, so welcome to another episode of Exam Factor teaches geography. Myself Akshat Oinam Passi from Hindu College, pursuing my BA honors in English in second year. My CUET scores in CUET UG 2022 were 100 percentile in history, sociology and English and 99.2 percentile in geography. And so, to give you a brief intro about ExamFactor offers mock test series on all your major domains, be it science or arts or commerce. Look at the mock test series. This is a very big range. Accountancy, DST, economics, maths, physics, biology, history, geography, political science, psychology, English general test. I say this every single time and I'll say it again. Practice is key, is essential to cracking the CUET UG examination. पढ़ाई तो आप करोगे ही, पढ़ाई आपने कर रखी है. हाँ, not saying everybody has done it, but आपने थोड़ी बहुत तो कर रखी होगी because you had your boards as well. So what makes the difference between you and those 10,000s of others, lakhs of other people who giving the CUET UG examination? फर्क कहाँ बनता है? फर्क बनता है मॉक टेस्ट सीरीज में. फर्क बनता है जो प्रैक्टिस पेपर्स करोगे आप. जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतनी स्विफ्टनेस आपकी होगी, उतनी आपकी एफिशिएंसी होगी एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में, एंड आप एग्जाम को इन अ बेटर वे, इन अ मोर एफिशिएंट वे, इन अ मोर इफेक्टिव वे डील कर पाओगे एज कंपेयर टू दोस लाख्स ऑफ चिल्ड्रन हु वांट दोस सेम सीट्स एज यू. We also offer crash courses in accountancy, economics, mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, history, political science, English general test. मान लीजिए आपने पूरे साल पढ़ाई नहीं करी. CUET UG examination is gonna happen very soon. Can you still crack it? I say yes. ExamFactor says yes. क्रैश कोर्सेज क्या करते हैं? क्रैश कोर्सेज आपके जो रेलेवेंट टॉपिक्स है सिर्फ उनको उठाते हैं, so that you do not waste your time going over unnecessary details, irrelevant details which will slow you down, which will slow down the process. Which is why अगर आपने तैयारी शुरू नहीं करी, this is the right time. Get yourself a crash course and आपकी सीट बुक कीजिए in the top colleges of DU, in the top colleges of BHU, in whichever central university you want to be. Book your seats there. Get a crash course, study effectively, study hard. You still can crack the exam. It's not that late for you. चलिए अभी शुरू करते हैं. Today we will be discussing another set of PYQs. Okay, so चलिए 74. चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Question 37, Geography. Which of the following help in getting better insight into the human-land ratio in terms of pressure of population on total cultivable land? Human-land ratio. Human-land ratio का मतलब एक इंसान के लिए कितनी एकड़ जमीन है. सपोज जहां ह्यूमन लैंड रेशियो अच्छी है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन पंजाब, एक इंसान के पास, एक किसान के पास बहुत 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 एकड़ जमीन होती है, विच इज व्हाई देयर इज प्रोस्पेरिटी. बट एट द सेम टाइम देयर माइट बी सम अदर स्टेट्स, सम अदर एरियाज वेयर वी सी दैट ह्यूमन लैंड रेशियो इज लेस. तो बेसिकली लोग बहुत ज्यादा है और लैंड बहुत कम है. अगर लोग बहुत ज्यादा है एंड लैंड बहुत कम है, देन व्हाट विल वी सी, व्हाट विल वी फाइंड? वी विल फाइंड दैट पीपल आर लिविंग इन पॉवर्टी. दे डू नॉट हैव एक्सेस टू एडिक्वेट रिसोर्सेज. ह्यूमन लैंड रेशियो जब ज्यादा होगी तब प्रोस्पेरिटी होगी. ह्यूमन लैंड रेशियो जब कम होगी तब पीपल विल बी लिविंग इन पॉवर्टी. Which of the following help in getting better insight into the human land ratio in terms of pressure of population on total cultivable land? A. physiological density, B, population density, C, relative density, D, absolute density. The concept that helps in getting a better insight into the human land ratio, specifically in terms of the pressure of population on total cultivable land, is physiological density. Physiological density refers to the number of people per unit area of arable land. Physiological density का मतलब होता है the number of people per unit of arable land. Do you get me? एक यूनिट लैंड के लिए कितने लोग हैं, कितने लोग एक यूनिट लैंड के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है, ये सब शो करती है आपकी फिजियोलॉजिकल डेंसिटी. This measure provides a more accurate representation of the actual pressure on productive land, highlighting the potential challenges in meeting the population's food demand and managing resources sustainably. एक मिनट प्लीज. This measure provides a more accurate representation of the actual pressure on productive land, highlighting the potential challenges in meeting the population's food demand and managing resources sustainably. Hence, the correct answer is option A. Which of the following is not an urban strategy outlined by the United Nations Development Programme UNDP? A. Reducing air pollution. B. Employment to youths. C. Increasing shelter for urban poor. D. Provision of basic urban services. Which of the following is not an urban strategy outlined by the United Nations Development Programme? इनमें से कौन सी strategy ऐसी है जो कि UNDP United Nations Development Programme ने outline नहीं करी? A. Reducing air pollution. B. Providing employment to youths. C. Increasing shelter for urban poor. And D. Provision of basic urban services. बताइए. The United Nations Development Programme UNDP focuses on various strategies to improve urban living conditions, which include reducing air pollution, increasing shelter for the urban poor, and the provision of basic urban services. These strategies aim to enhance the overall sustainability and livability of urban areas, addressing environmental concerns, poverty, and ensuring access to essential services for all residents. इनमें से providing employment to youths, ये यूनाइटेड नेशंस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम के नीचे नहीं आती. ऐसा किस लिए? क्योंकि द यूएनडीपी फोकसेस ऑन वेरियस स्ट्रेटजीज टू इंप्रूव अर्बन लिविंग कंडीशंस, which include reducing air pollution, increasing shelter for the urban poor, and the provision of basic urban services. Reducing air pollution, urban poor के लिए shelter increase करना, and the provision of basic urban services. These all are the things that come under UNDP, not providing employment, which is why number B is the incorrect option. Indian Railways has been grouped into which of the following zones? Indian Railways के अलग अलग विभाग है, अलग अलग groups है, because India is a huge country and the Indian Railways is an even vast network. Indian Railways हर जगह है. It's in the coastal areas, it's in the mountain areas, it's in the plain areas. So obviously बात है कि to facilitate administrative ease, to basically make it easier for them, Indian Railways has been grouped into certain zones. So the correct option is 16 zones. Each zone is further subdivided into divisions to facilitate management and operational efficiency. Hence, the correct answer is option number C. 16 zone है Indian Railways के. Each zone is further divided into divisions to facilitate management and operational efficiency. Hence, the correct option is answer number C. The concept of new determinism is introduced by which of the following? New determinism, मध्यम मार्ग का जो concept है, वो किसने introduce किया था? A. Ratzel. B. Allen C. Semple. C. Vidal de la Plaque. D. Griffith Taylor. The concept of new determinism was introduced by Griffith Taylor. New determinism, also known as stop and go determinism, is a geographical concept that suggests while the natural environment sets certain constraints or limits, human societies can choose how to respond to these limitations through technology, cultural adaptation, and planning. मध्यम का जो कॉन्सेप्ट है, द होल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ न्यू डिटर्मिनिज्म, इट इज अबाउट अ मिडिल पाथ, अ मध्यम मार्ग. It is a middle mark between possibilism and environmental determinism. What ये क्या कहती है, न्यू डिटर्मिनिज्म क्या कहती है कि नेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट जो है वो नेचर खुद सर्टेन लिमिट्स प्रोवाइड करती है एंड ह्यूमन सोसाइटी जो है उस लिमिट के अंदर डेवलपमेंट प्रोड्यूस कर सकती है. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें अंडर डेवलप्ड रहना है, ऐसा बस है कि हमारे डेवलपमेंट जो है इट शुड बी विद इन द लिमिट्स, विद इन द नॉर्म्स सेट अप बाय द एनवायरनमेंट. गॉट इट? But once you cross this limit, once you exceed this limit, then issues come in. Then you see environmental degradation. Then you see pollution. So ये concept जो है ये introduce किया था ग्रिफिथ टेलर ने. Neo-determinism, also known as stop-and-go determinism, is a geographical concept that suggests while the natural environment sets certain constraints or limits, human societies can choose how to respond to these limitations through technology, cultural adaptation, and planning. Hence, the correct answer is option D. Griffith Taylor. Got it? Read the given presentation and answer the following questions. Plantation agriculture was introduced by the Europeans in colonies situated in the tropics. Some of the important plantation crops are tea, coffee, cocoa, rubber, cotton, oil, palm, sugarcane, bananas, and pineapples. The characteristic features of this type of farming are large estates or plantations, large capital investment, managerial and technical support, scientific methods of cultivation, single crop specialization, cheap labor, and a good system of transportation which links the estates to the factories and markets for the export of the products. Just a second, guys. The British set up large tea gardens in India and Sri Lanka, rubber plantations in Malaysia, and sugarcane and banana plantations in West Indies. Spanish and Americans invested heavily in coconut and sugarcane plantations in the Philippines. The Dutch once had monopoly over sugarcane plantations in Indonesia. Some coffee fazendas. Note this word, fazenda. What does a fazenda mean? A fazenda means a large plantation. Some coffee fazendas in Brazil are still managed by Europeans. Today, the ownership of the majority of plantations has passed into the hands of the government or the nationals of the countries concerned. Which of the following is not a plantation crop? A. Sugarcane, B. Coffee, C. Rubber, D. Rice. Fairly easy answer. The answer is option D. Rice. According to Passage, the crops listed as examples of plantation agriculture include tea, coffee, cocoa, rubber, cotton, oil, palm, sugarcane, bananas, and pineapples. Rice is not a plantation crop, hence the correct answer is option D. Plantation agriculture was introduced by the Europeans in colonies situated. Okay, it's the same plant. It's the same paragraph, right? So, which type of cultivation was introduced by European colonizers? A. Kolkhoz, B. Viticulture, C. Plantation, D. Mixed farming. अगेन वेरी इजी आंसर इसी में दिया हुआ है यार, इससे इजी क्या पूछ सकते हैं एग्जामिनर्स, आप बताइए. द टाइप ऑफ कल्टीवेशन इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय यूरोपियन कॉलोनाइजर्स इन द ट्रॉपिकल कॉलोनीज इज प्लांटेशन. Plantation agriculture involves the large-scale commercial farming of cash crops such as tea, coffee, cocoa, rubber, cotton, oil palm, sugarcane, bananas, and pineapples. Hence, the correct answer is option C, plantation. Right? Who established banana plantation in the West Indies? Again, answer यही पे दिया हुआ है. The British set up banana plantations in the West Indies. Hence, the correct answer is option B. Who have invested heavily in coconut plantation in Philippines? A. British and Germans, B. Spanish and Americans, C. Spanish and Germans, D. British and Americans. बताइए. Spanish and Americans invested heavily in coconut and sugarcane productions in the Philippines. Hence, the correct answer is option number B. Which of the following is not a characteristic of plantation agriculture? A. Large estates. B. Mechanized agriculture. C. Single crop cultivation. C. Single crop specialization. And D. Scientific method of cultivation. Large estates, mechanized agriculture, single crop specialization and scientific method of cultivation. बताइए. Mechanized agriculture is not necessarily a defining characteristic of plantation agriculture. Hence, the correct answer is option B. यहाँ पे देखिए large estates mention किए हुए हैं paragraph में. Single crop specialization is mentioned in this paragraph. Scientific method of cultivation is also mentioned in this paragraph. Mechanized agriculture is the only thing which is not mentioned, which is why mechanized agriculture is not a characteristic of plantation agriculture. What is the purpose of the Golden Quadrilateral? A. To connect India's four big metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. B. To connect India's four major ports. B. To connect India's four major ports. C. To connect India's four airports to access smoothly. D. None of these. Option is option number A. The Golden Quadrilateral connects the four major metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata. अभी देखो Golden Quadrilateral जो है एक हाईवे है, तो obviously if we speak logically, obviously it will not be a connector of ports, and obviously it will not be a connector of airports. So the only logical explanation is that it connects India's four big metro cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. Got it? Dash is the state in India ranking 1 in the country with respect to coffee production. A. Kerala, B. Karnataka, C. Tamil Nadu and D. Maharashtra. बताइए. The correct answer is option number B. Coffee is a major plantation crop in tropical areas and is grown majorly in the southern states of India. The states known for cultivation of coffee include Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Among these, Karnataka alone contributes to 2/3 of the coffee production of the total coffee produced in the country, thus making it the state leading in the production of this crop here. Hence, the correct answer is option number B. Coffee is a major plantation crop in tropical areas and is grown majorly in the southern states of India. The states known for cultivation of coffee include Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. Among these, Karnataka alone contributes to 2/3 of the total coffee produced in the country, thus making it the state leading the production of crop here. Fairly easy answer, factual based था, इतने कुछ दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. Like I said, geography is part fact, part concept. Both concept and both facts are important. Keep this in mind. Where is the headquarters of the Northeastern Railway Zone located? Allahabad, Kolkata, Gorakhpur, Jaipur. The answer is option number C. One of India's 16 railway zones is the Northeastern Railway. Its main office is in Gorakhpur. The Oudh and Tirhut Railway, the Assam Railway, the Kanpur Achnera Provincial State Railway of the Bombay, Baroda and Central India Railway were combined to become the Northeastern Railway of April 14, 1952. Hence, the correct answer is option number C. Which of the following is not an example of CPRS, Common Property Resources? इसमें से कौन सा CPRS का एग्जाम्पल नहीं है? बताइए. Private orchards, community forests, pasture lands, village water bodies. Which of these is not an example of CPRs? Common property resources. Obvious सी बात है यार. It's gonna be private orchards. नाम में दिया हुआ है. Private orchard. Private means what? Private means owned by individuals. CPRs means what? Common property resources. जहां पे जो कॉमन मैन है, जो पब्लिक है, जहां उनकी एक्सेस होती है, उनको बोलते हैं CPRs. Community forests, pasture lands, village water bodies. These are examples of CPRS. Common property resources. Private orchards के नाम में ही दिया हुआ है कि it's a private property. So obviously it cannot be the solution. The government has launched a new initiative called Bharatmala Pariyojana for the development of A. roadways, B. airways, C. waterways and D. railways. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways recently unveiled the Bharatmala Pariyojana. By implementing efficient interventions, the program focuses on this issue by closing crucial infrastructure gaps. The objective of this project is to develop economic corridors, feeder routes and international connecting paths, etc. Hence, the correct answer is option number A. The Ministry of Road Transport and Highways recently unveiled the Bharatmala Pariyojana. By implementing efficient interventions, this program focuses on this issue by closing crucial infrastructural gaps. Infrastructural gaps जो है, the gaps in the infrastructure which prevent the efficient building of road network. The Bharatmala Pariyojana, it intends to change this. The objectives of this project is to develop economic corridors, feeder routes and international connecting paths. International connecting paths, for example, the roads which go through international borders. For example, अगर कोई रोड जा रही है म्यांमार से मणिपुर तक. See, Manipur is a border state. It borders Myanmar. So if it is going from Myanmar to Manipur, then we can call it an international connecting path. Got it? Again, fairly easy. Fact-based question था. Which of the following is metallic mineral? A. Copper, B. limestone, C. mica, D. graphite. अरे देखो, अगर ऐसे सवाल पूछते हैं एग्जामिनेशन में, so can you really call CUET UG paper a tough paper? Copper is a metallic mineral. Metallic minerals are those that are mined for the extraction of metals. Copper is used in electrical wiring, plumbing and the manufacture of alloys. Obvious सी बात है यार. Limestone मेटल नहीं है, माइका मेटल नहीं है, ग्राफाइट मेटल नहीं है. इनमें से मेटल कौन सा है? इट्स कॉपर. ऑप्शन नंबर ए. Which one of the following is the main cause of immigration in developed countries? A. The climate is pleasant. B. No interference from government. C. The people are helpful. D. Better job opportunities and better quality of life. बताइए, ये सारे जो है ये ना pull factors हैं. What are pull factors? Pull factors are those factors which draw people to a place. जिसकी वजह से लोग खींचे आ जाते हैं to a certain area. Which one of the following is the main cause of immigration in developed countries? A. The climate is pleasant. B. No interference from government. C. The people are helpful. And D. Better job opportunities and better quality of life. बताइए. A. The climate is pleasant. B. No interference from government. C. The people are helpful. And D. Better job opportunities and better quality of life. ये सारे जो है causes हो सकते हैं immigration के, but what is the main reason? Again, fairly simple. Better job opportunities and better quality of life is the main cause of immigration in developed countries. People often move to developed countries seeking improved employment prospects, higher wages, better living conditions, access to quality education and healthcare, and overall enhanced quality of life. Hence, the correct answer is option number D. Which school of thought in geography is concerned with the different aspects of social well-being of the people? A. Deterministic, B. Humanistic, C. Possibilistic, and D. Naturalistic. Which school of thought in geography is concerned with the different aspects of social well-being of the people? Deterministic, humanistic, possibilistic, naturalistic. बताइए. Human welfare, social well-being, ये सारे words जो हैं, इन चारों options में से कौन से word का reminder देते हैं आपको? The humanistic school of thought in geography is concerned with the different aspects of social well-being of the people. Humanistic geography focuses on human values, perceptions, and experiences in places and spaces, emphasizing the meaning and significance these hold for individuals and communities. Hence, the correct answer is option number B. The humanistic school of thought in geography is concerned with the different aspects of social well-being of the people. नाम में ही मालूम चल जाता है कि humanistic, human well-being, human welfare, humanistic. The humanistic school of thought in geography is concerned with the different aspects of social well-being of the people. Humanistic geography focuses on human values, perceptions, and experiences in places and spaces, emphasizing the meaning and significance these hold for individuals and communities. Hence, the correct answer is option number B. Which of the following is grown in all three cropping seasons in the southern states of India? A. Maize, B. Jowar, C. Rice, and D. Wheat. Rice is the crop that is grown. Rice is the crop that is grown during all three cropping seasons in the southern states of India. In these regions, due to favorable climate conditions and irrigation facilities, rice can be cultivated throughout the year across the Kharif, Rabi, and the summer seasons. I hope that you guys know what Kharif means. Kharif season, ideally the Kharif crops are those crops which are harvested in the monsoon season, which begins as early as May in certain parts of Indian subcontinent. Kharif crops are generally harvested from third week of September to October, जो monsoon season जिसको बोलते हैं. Monsoon season में Kharif crops जो है उसको cultivate की जाते हैं. Monsoon, if we say monsoon, we usually refer to the period of May or June, right? And then we see the Rabi season. The Rabi season is a season which is harvested in the spring while the crops are sown in winter. The Rabi crops are sown around mid-November, preferably after the monsoon rains are over and harvesting begins in April or May. The crops are grown either with rainwater that has percolated into the ground or using irrigation. Rabi crops or Rabi harvest, also known as winter crops, are agricultural crops that are sown in winter and harvested in the spring in India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. Complementary to the Rabi crop is the Kharif crop, which is grown after the Rabi and Zaid crops are harvested one after the other. While Zaid is the summer season crop. Zaid refers to that period between the Kharif and the Rabi season. So तीन season होता है इंडिया के agriculture में, Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. Which one is not a cause of water pollution? A. Urbanization, B. Landslides, C. Rainfall and D. Industrialization. इनमें से water pollution का कौन सा cause नहीं है? A. Urbanization, B. Landslides, C. Rainfall, D. Industrialization. बताइए आप. Urbanization, landslides, rainfall, industrialization. A. Urbanization, B. Landslides, C. Rainfall and D. Industrialization. बताइए. Rainfall is not a cause of water pollution. Rainfall itself is a natural process that can actually help dilute pollutants in water bodies. Do you understand? Rainfall is itself not a cause of water pollution. Rainfall itself जो है एक natural process है through which जो pollutants होते हैं water bodies में they get diluted, they get weaker. It cannot be a cause of water pollution. Hence the correct answer is option number C. Which of the following characteristics of rainwater harvesting are correct? 1. It is a method of capture and storage of rainwater. 2. It is complicated and requires huge finances. 3. It is an eco-friendly technique. 4. It can be done by harvesting rainwater on rooftops and open spaces. इनमें से 4 स्टेटमेंट्स दिए हुए हैं. You have to identify which of these 4 statements is incorrect. बताइए आप. Obvious सी बात है यार. Option number D. Rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting means what? आप जो रेन वाटर है, जो नेचुरल रेन वाटर है, you find a way to store that. You find a way to store that in tanks, in buckets. That is what rainwater harvesting means. Rainwater harvesting के लिए, why would a person need finances? Why would he need money? And why is it complicated? It is not complicated. Because जो बरसात का पानी होता है, जो बरसात का पानी होता है, उसी को हम कहते हैं रेन वाटर हार्वेस्टिंग. उसी को यूज करना is called rain water harvesting. Right? So it is complicated and it requires huge finances is a total lie. It is totally false. So the correct options are 1, 3 and 4 only. Match column 1 with column 2. Column number 1, ownership. Column number 2, consumer goods. Column number, basically this is mix matched. Okay. Column number 1 where we see ownership, capital investment, use of their products, raw materials used by them. Column number 2, consumer goods, mineral based, private sector, cottage industry. बताइए आप. Ownership, capital investment, use of their products, raw materials used by them. Let's see. The correct match for the given points is ownership 3. Private sector. This refers to businesses or enterprises that are owned and operated by private individuals or groups rather than the government or the state. Capital investment, option number 2, mineral based. This indicates industries that require significant capital investment for extraction, processing and utilization of mineral resources. Capital investment number 2, mineral based. This indicates industries that require significant capital investment for extraction, processing and utilization of mineral resources. Right? Use of their products. 1. Consumer goods. Consumer goods are products that are purchased for consumption by the average consumer, such as clothing, food, electronics and automobiles. Use of their products. Number 1. Consumer goods. Consumer goods are products that are purchased for consumption by the average consumer, such as clothing, food, electronics and automobiles. Raw materials used by them. Number 4. Cottage industry. Cottage industries typically involve small-scale production of goods in households or simple workshops, often using locally available raw materials and simple tools and machinery. Raw materials used by them. Number 4. Cottage industry. Cottage industries typically involve small-scale production of goods or small workshops, often using locally available raw material and simple tools and machinery. So basically ये जो है, these are certain industries, certain sectors, and these are the characteristics on which these sectors are classified. So you have to match the characteristic with the corresponding industry or sector. That is it. In which of the following river basins the replenishable utilization of water is the highest? A. Tapi, B. Narmada, C. Krishna, D. Mahanadi. Which of the following river basins the replenishable utilization of water is the highest? A. Tapi, B. Narmada, C. Krishna, D. Mahanadi. Tapi, Narmada, Krishna, Mahanadi. The Krishna River Basin is known for having one of the highest rates of replenishable water utilization among Indian river basins. This is due to the extensive agricultural activities, urbanization, and industrialization in the region, which leads to high demand for water resources. The Krishna River Basin is known for having one of the highest rates of replenishable utilization among river basins. This is due to the extensive agricultural activities, urbanization, and industrialization in the region. And where is the Krishna River? The Krishna River flows in the south. And along the Krishna River, what we see is that there is extensive activity of agriculture, urbanization, and industrialization in the region, which leads to high demand for water resources. Hence, the correct answer is option number C. Human geography is the synthetic study of the relationship between human societies and the Earth's surface. Synthetic. What does synthetic mean? Synthetic means कि human societies जो है, they are completely dependent, they are totally in link, they are totally correlated to the Earth's surface. Human geography is the synthetic study of the relationship between human societies and Earth's surface. Who said this? A. Griffith Taylor, B. Vidal de la Black, C. Ellen C. Semple, and D. Ratzel. बताइए. A. Griffith Taylor, B. Vidal de la Black, C. Ellen C. Semple, and D. Ratzel. Friedrich Ratzel, a German geographer, made significant contributions to human geography and environmental determinism, emphasizing the influence of the geographic environment on human societies. He quoted, "Human geography is the synthetic study of relationship between human societies and Earth's surface." Friedrich Ratzel, a German geographer, made significant contributions to human geography and environmental determinism and emphasizing the influence of geographic environment on human society. जो human society है उसके ऊपर human जो उसकी geography है उसके ऊपर एक भारी impact पड़ता है. If the society is situated alongside a water body, for example, the society is going to be dependent on activities like fishing, right? If the society is situated in such a place that there is not much agricultural scope, suppose in a mountainous region, then he is going to rely upon upon pastures, right? He is going to rear animals. And so basically what it says is that the influence of the geographic environment on human societies is immense. He quoted, "Human geography is the synthetic study of relationship between human societies and Earth's surface." Friedrich Ratzel. Friedrich Ratzel said that. Again, a fact-based question. इसमें इतना conceptual कुछ है नहीं. Certain facts we have to remember. We have no option. Otherwise, that is all. Last question for the day. इनकम अप्रोच. यहां पे कुछ ऑप्शंस दिए हुए हैं कॉलम 1 में, आपको इनको मैच करना है कॉलम 2 के साथ. ठीक है. So 1, income approach. Focus is on provision of basic needs. 2, welfare approach, build human capabilities and access to resources. 3, basic needs approach, maximum expenditure on welfare. And 4, capability approach, human development linked to income. बताइए क्या होगा इसमें, बताइए. Think and tell me. Think and tell me. Income approach, welfare approach, basic needs approach, capability approach. The correct matches are income approach 4, human development linked to income, right? ये क्वेश्चन पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, बट अगेन गोइंग थ्रू इट. इनकम अप्रोच, ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट लिंक टू इनकम. ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट तब होगी व्हेन देयर इज एन इंक्रीमेंट इन द इनकम. वेलफेयर अप्रोच, द मैक्सिमम एक्सपेंडिचर इज ऑन वेलफेयर. Basic needs approach focus on provision of basic needs and capability approach build human capabilities and access to resources. Welfare approach यानी human development. According to welfare approach, human development means spending maximum expenditure on welfare to build the welfare of human beings, to build human welfare. Basic needs approach focus on provision of basic needs. बेसिक नीड्स अप्रोच जो है किसने प्रपोज किया था? बेसिक नीड्स अप्रोच वाज प्रपोज्ड बाय द ILO, इंटरनेशनल लेबर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. The focus is on provision of basic needs. According to basic needs approach, human development means that अगर आपके basic needs fulfill हो जाते हैं, that is what basic needs approach means. Capability approach build human capabilities and access to resources. Capability approach मतलब human capability जो है, access to resources जो है, आप जब किसी के access to resources develop करोगे तब आप automatically देखोगे कि human development is happening, it is taking place. Therefore we have income approach, welfare approach, basic needs approach and capability approach. That is it for today. The correct option is answer number A. And with this, we come to the end of our geography PYQs. Tomorrow we'll be back again with a new set. जितने प्रैक्टिस करेंगे आप, प्रैक्टिस करते जाएंगे, इतना प्रैक्टिस करेंगे कि आप अपने एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में जाएंगे एंड आप क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे एंड आप बोलेंगे, पक्का बोलेंगे कि ये भाई साहब ये सारे क्वेश्चंस तो पहले भी देखे हुए हैं. With this, we come to the end of our class. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more. Good night. Take care.